Hey there and welcome to Storytime. So in this week's episode we are going to talk about my one night in Dublin, and I kind of recognize that that's the same as one night in Paris, but we won't go that way. So a couple of years ago I decided to go to Dublin with a friend or two friends. Yeah, we decided to go to Dublin and just for one night, we would fly there, spend a day there, rest for one night, and in the evening fly back. That was the plan. So yeah, we went to the airport. We had to drive for about, I think, 200 kilometers because there are not so many airports here in Germany. So we drove there. Everything went fine. Everything was good until we hit the security check. Of course, my friend couldn't. No, he just couldn't spare the joke about, hey, let's just say something like, I got a bomb. Yeah. So of course they checked all his bags, and I think he had to do a full cavity search of his body. It was just it was ridiculous, and we had to wait for about 45 minutes on the security check because there was an Arabian family in front of us. And yeah, they do that on German airports too. If you look anywhere close to something we could recognize as a Islamic terrorist, they will just do anything they need to do to find bombs, even look inside your body. It's just, oh my god. So yeah, and after that we were in the, I don't know how that's called, in the lobby, where you wait for the plane to be able to board the plane. We were waiting there, and of course they said our plane was delayed because of a technical issue, and it was delayed for 6 hours. And we weren't allowed to leave the airport because we had already passed the security check, and I don't know why, but we just weren't allowed. So 6 hours waiting in that stupid waiting area until we could fly there. And when we arrived in Dublin, it was just, yeah, it was stupid, but it was late in the late day, so I think it was around 5 p.m. in the evening. So yeah, we couldn't do anything on that day anymore. All the museums and, I don't know, all the cool places had closed down. So we were just walking around in the town for a bit, and of course it was raining. I think it's always raining in Ireland, but yeah, or in Great Britain, for example, on those islands, it's just always raining. So yeah, and of course we had the traditional Irish food there, so we went to McDonald's. And yeah, after that we just, walked around for a little bit, and we actually planned on being awake all night, just, make a full nighter, and so we just could walk around all the time and have a good time. But both of my friends got really, really tired, so we were walking around, and we wanted to find some kind of, how's it called, hostel? Yeah, we wanted to find a hostel. So we were walking around and asking the people there, and they gave us very vague descriptions where we could find a hostel. So the funny thing was, we were standing at the street corner, and we were looking in all directions where we should go. And my friend just said in German, he said, so, oh my god, how are we going to find a hostel? He just said that, he spoke his thoughts. And some guy right next to us, he was standing 1 or 2 meters away from us, just turned to us and said in German, hey, you are Germans? And then, yeah, we are. And then, oh, cool, we are staying in that hostel over there. It's 1 kilometer in that direction. And we were like, whoa, you're German? And yeah, of course he was. So we followed him around and we stayed in that hostel, and I couldn't sleep all night because I don't trust people. It wasn't, single rooms. We had to stay with, I think, 4, 5 or 6 people in one room. So I couldn't sleep. I don't trust people at all. So I didn't sleep all night. And the next morning, my two friends, they were just like, hey, it was a great night. Yeah, I'm so pumped with energy. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump down that bridge there. I was just so freaking tired. So we had a little completely Irish breakfast. I think it was toast with butter. So Irish. Yeah, I know. And orange juice. That's probably the most Irish thing I ever eaten. And yeah, then we had to head to the airport and go home. But so that was a very unsuccessful trip. But on the evening we actually had a little bit more fun. We went to a pub, and there was actually some kind of bar fight, and that's just how I imagine the Irish people, drinking all the time and fighting. I know that's just so racist, but that was how I imagined them, and I saw it, so I wasn't disappointed at all, and it was just cool. The Irish people, I love them. They are amazing people. I don't know if I just met the nice ones, but most of them seemed very nice, and they weren't hostile at all. They were just very, very nice people. So I really enjoyed talking to the Irish people and just having having a good time there. And even when we stayed at the pub, you know, some people recognized that we were speaking German. They didn't recognize that we were speaking actual German. They just recognized that we were speaking some kind of language they don't understand. So one of them came up to us and asked, "Hey, what are you speaking there?" And we were like, "Oh, we are from Germany, so this is German." And he was like, "Wow, cool, Germany. I was once in Germany and it was so cool." And he was speaking with an Irish accent. I can't reproduce that accent. I can't even remember how exactly it was, but it was horrible to understand, you know? I don't know if you Irish guys can understand that, but your accent is kind of very, very, very hard to understand. I think it's Gaelic, is it called like that? Or whatever you pronounce that, I have no idea. So, but yeah, we were talking to that guy and he was actually giving us a round of drinks, you know. My two friends were drinking Guinness. I don't drink alcohol and I certainly didn't want to drink alcohol while I was in a different country. So yeah, they were drinking Guinness and I was having a Coke, I think. Yeah, it was all fine. And people looked at me really weirdly while I was drinking a Coke. You know, it was like, you are in Ireland and you are in a pub. Why don't you drink Guinness? What's wrong with you? Do you rape cows in your spare time? That was just like how they looked at me. It felt really weird just because I was drinking something that apparently no one else was drinking. I have no idea. But yeah, it was just cool. And there was actually live music, you know, just people that went up to the stage. Basically, it was just this little table. So they went on there and they played with the guitar that was provided by the barkeeper, and it was just awesome. You know, the music wasn't the best in the world, but it was just, yeah, it was Irish music. It was so awesome. And yeah, as I said, I love the people there, and I really hope I can go back to Ireland soon, or back to, well, maybe go to Scotland, for example. I would love to go to Scotland. But yeah, that was my one night in Dublin. Have you ever been to Dublin? It's an amazing city. I love it. So yeah, if you like this story, please let me know with a comment and a like, of course, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And that was it for this week's episode of Storytime. As I said, I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm iLostLink, signing out.